Welcome to my blog.stampwithelaine.com and welcome to Fun Friday. I am showcasing this fantastic pop-up thinlit die. This is bundled with the Party with Cake stamp set to save you 15%. That's the pop-up you see. Isn't it gorgeous? So I'll show you how to make it. So let's gather our supplies. You'll need the Party with Cake bundle. I'm using the cardstock pack for It's My Party. They're 8 sheets of crushed curry, melon mambo and mint macaron. And I'm also using the Designer Series paper stack. So these are 4 each of 12 double-sided designs. You'll also need the It's My Party washi tape. There are 5 rolls in each pack and they come in different widths. I've cut a piece of A4 cardstock. This is the European size. It's been cut in half so that it measures 8 1/4 inches across by 5 7/8 inches, and in centimetres that's 21 centimetres by 14.9, and then it's folded in half. It's essential that you have a card insert to make the die work, and this has been cut 1/4 inch smaller than the base card. So this has been cut at 8 inches by 5.5 inches, so that's 20.3 centimetres by 14 centimetres. You also need some basic black. The reason for that is black is more prominent and it will make your pop-up pop. So this measures 5 inches by 4 inches across. That's 12.7 centimetres by 10.2, and it's been scored in half. Then you need a piece in Whisper White cut at 2 inches by 4 inches to make this banner, and that is 5 centimetres by 10.2 centimetres. For the It's My Party designer paper, this has been cut at 2.5 inches by 4 1/8 inches, so in centimetres that's 6.3 by 10.5 centimetres. Then you need a little strip here, and that's been cut at 1/8 inch by the width of your scrap piece. You can trim it afterwards. You need the banner triple punch, basic black archival ink. Because the die is rather delicate, I'll be using the precision plate together with my magnetic platform. Now you will see that on these pop-up dies there are reference points in the shape of an arrowhead at the top and the bottom. It isn't so noticeable on the Happy Birthday one. It's quite distinctive on this bottom one, but not so distinctive on the top one. But you can see it here as you look at it with the cutting edge face up. It's on the right of the middle candle. When you're cutting intricate dies like this, Stampin' Up has got a precision plate. This is a steel plate, so there's less give in it and therefore you get a cleaner cut. I did do a video separately explaining how to use the precision plate, but the magnets are very, very strong, and you can imagine with a steel plate it's going to attract to the magnetic platform and attach itself quite strongly. So there's a danger that you could pinch yourself if you didn't do it properly. So how I do it is that I just stand my magnetic platform up and then allow the precision base plate to attach itself to the magnetic platform, and there's less risk of me injuring myself or pinching myself. I don't know whether you can see it on the camera, but there's my score line, and I'm going to pop my arrowheads right on the score line. Position it there. And I'm going to make pencil marks where the lettering ends. And also where the candle is. And this will give me a guideline as to where to put my washi tape. Basically, I'm just putting pencil marks at the top of the candle, where the candles end, and also where the lettering ends, and how making pencil marks for each section here. And not forgetting where the pedestal is, the cake plate. So then now I've got a rough idea where to put my washi tape. And then I want to butt up my layers to the previous layer that I'd done. I've tiered my washi tape, then I put this back, line it up again, making sure that the top of the candles is where the stripy one is, and then I want the crushed curry washi tape to be incorporated into the candle flames. Then I put my top cutting plate on and I'm ready to run it through the big shot, and I'll do that off camera. And see that it's been all cut out, and I just pop this off the die. Then I'll very carefully remove the washi tape, and I have instant colour on my pop-up piece. So I'll do this off camera, otherwise it will take forever. I'll just do another little section just to show you. You can see that there are bits here where it's extended beyond the letter, so I want to trim those off. And a bit here. See how this pops up. So you want the cake stand with the happy birthday on it folded this way, like so, and there you have your colour. So if I put that on the back, you can see it so much better. You can colour it with a sponge dauber or marker pens, in which case you'll probably have to put some copy paper in between to mask getting ink all over the cardstock below. And although this is a more painstaking process, it's another way of using your washi tape, and the added bonus of it is that this is rather delicate, and if you use the washi tape, it actually reinforces this bit here and makes it a lot more sturdy. Now you can use double-sided tape or tearing tape, but I would advise that you use Tombow, because it allows you to readjust it or realign it if it's not quite right. Make sure that it's sort of equidistant between the top and the bottom, that it's more or less centre, and you butt it up to the score line and then close your card down, and then that's stuck to one side of the card, And then similarly you do it on the other side and shut that on top, and that's adhered. Now it does mean that when you open it, it will buckle if you try to open it too wide, and you don't want it to anyway, because this is a pop-up mechanism. Ensure your pop-out is popped out, buttered up against the fold of your main card, and then apply Tombow on the score lines, across there on all these loose sections, and then bring the top of the card down toward the bit that you've just applied glue to, and that should stick, and then you repeat it for the other side. So apply glue, and then just bring the top of your card to meet the pop-up insert, and voila, there's your pop-up. Next you glue your DSP onto the card base, and I found the easiest way to do that was actually to stand my card up, stand my piece of paper up, so that I'd make sure that it was flush with the bottom, and then I trimmed the ends off. I ran a thin line of glue parallel to the top of the DSP on the card. Just put in my black trim and trim the ends off. Let's Party stamp. Inked it up in basic black archival ink. Make sure I've got that the right way up, and stamp it onto my card. Ink up the stamp. It's your day. Bring the banner punch in and punch the end, so then I know where to stamp. Make sure that's the right way up. Get the bone folder and just curl up the ends label. Some washi tape and attach it to the card. Just lift that up and just put a little bit of glue on there to make sure it doesn't flap around. And last of all, some enamel dot on the card. Instead of the rolling titles on my video, you will find a list of the supplies I used below this video in the Show More section, with direct links to my online store. They will also be listed on my blog. You can also connect with me through my Facebook page, Pinterest, or my YouTube channel here at stampwithelaine.com. Thanks for watching, and thanks for joining me today, and I'll be back soon.